on 3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome to our first Rescape match here in Indiana. As per usual, the first 50 seconds is completely pre-programmed and autonomous. Robots moving all based on the code on the robot itself. We won't see human interaction for another couple seconds. That autonomous period is the only time teams can get points for movement alone. As long as they exit their starting area, they get a couple points there. The remaining 2 minutes and 50 seconds is completely tele-operated or human-controlled. Teams are now controlling their robots that their team built over the past 6 to 7 weeks. Checking in on some of our teams here, 8103 delivering a coral, trying to attempt on that lower part of the coral reef, worth only 2 points down there at the lowest level. Each of the levels is additional ascending. That's 2 points for the bottom area, 3 for level 1, 4 points for level 2, and 5 for level 3. Now checking in on one of our other teams, 9119 Iron Legions, one of our local area teams, delivering algae into the processor. That will score additional points, but they're actually handing it off to their opponents to then score in the barge. It's still a net positive points for that team, but they do need to successfully place in the processor to get those points. Checking in on now on one of our rookie teams, 10434. I believe that's our G Code Generals, trying to score around the field. They have to pick up additional game pieces from their human player stations. A couple of the coral begin on the field, but if they want any more, they'll have to check out their coral station. Those algae, the teal kickballs that are on the reef, those are all we'll see throughout the field of play. So those are limited in quantity. Teams have to remove them from the reef before scoring them. As we just saw attempted by the blue human player, once it's scored properly in the processor, they have a chance to then toss it up on top of the reef to gain points for their alliance. So it's a collaboration between the robots and the humans for this year's season. Taking a look at our audience display, we can see a 1 out of 4 for the Blue Alliance next to that coral station. That means they successfully filled the amount required for that ranking point for 1 of the 4 levels they need. That other meatball-shaped icon, that is for the algae. Teams have 2, and the Red Alliance has 4. That means they're in cooperation, lowering the requirement to get down in ranking points. We just heard that sonar ping. That means there's 20 seconds remaining in the match. We'll start to see robots make their way over to the cages. The lower cages, those deep cages, are worth more points for their alliance. The longer the chain, the more points they'll gain. 39-36 and Las Pumas 31-97, trying to get under. They need to be completely suspended by the end of the match. And that was all for qualification match 1 here at Mishawaka. The Red Alliance, taking with a score of 42 to Blue Alliance's 32. 10 points is the difference in that match. Mostly scored in algae, those teal around our objects, and a couple points in the barge. They'll get 3 points for winning that match. That's those 3.